John Steinbeck opens a passage which describing Adam as feeling the creepy fear of his brother Charles. He uses personification here to make Adam's feelings more vivid to the reader. Steinbeck describes Charles as a destructive machine that would chop down anything. This metaphor shows how fearful Adam is of his brother and how Adam betrays his brother when Charles becomes the level of anger that he is at. Steinbeck constantly uses fearful description of Adam's feeling, such as him having a dry throat, and the repetition of Charles having a rage in his voice, to show that Adam is clearly the victim in this scene. At this point, Steinbeck has hinted that Adam is inherently good and Charles is inherently evil, based on the literary terms used to describe each character. He is also foreshadowing what could possibly occur. The description of Charles in the opening paragraph shows that his rage could overcome him, and it may be executed towards Adam. Steinbeck then allows his readers to know why Charles is so enraged. Charles explains that the gift Adam gave their father was a mongrel pup that was picked up in the woodlot. The description of this gift shows that Adam did not put much effort into the gift, and this makes Charles feel as if Adam did not even try to give their father something nice for his birthday. While Charles gave his father a gift that he can put a lot of thought into, a knife. But Charles feels that their father didn't appreciate his gift, but Adam's more, because their father pays more attention to the pup and lets it sleep in his room, but the knife yet is never used. The reader then understands that Charles' rage is based on jealousy, not on an emotional action that Adam may have done. There is a tone shift here from fearful to aggressive. The passage begins to have a very aggressive tone as Charles begins to tell his side of the story. This tone shift also resembles that once again Charles is evil and is the executioner while Adam is the victim. Charles becomes so jealous that he begins to beat up Adam. Steinbeck uses descriptive detail on what is physically happening to Adam, like him feeling the bone and gristle of his nose crunch, to show how destructive Charles is, and for the reader to have sympathy for Adam. Adam then tries to defend himself by throwing a harmless swing. This betrays that even though Adam wants to defend himself, he cannot, because he is too good to inflict pain upon his own brother. Steinbeck also uses the description of Adam's tears as teary water blood that flowed from his eyes, to show how relentless and dangerous Charles is, and how enraged he is. This also shows the reader that Charles does not care about the pain of others, not even his own brothers. Adam then is able to get away from Charles and hides into a lake to avoid his brother. Charles' footsteps came close, slowed, move a little, came back. This diction allows for suspense to build as the reader is wondering what will happen if Charles finds Adam, and have the readers anxiously anticipating. Steinbeck then goes further and shows the image of Adam seeing Charles with a hatchet in his right hand. Now the reader has more knowledge of what could happen if Charles finds him, and begins to absorb the reader's attention farther into the passage to know what the outcome is. Adam is fortunate that Charles did not see him and walks back to the house. Adam stays in the water pondering about the feelings about his brother. Not himself, but his brother, to show that once again he is a good person and his brother is evil, because Adam cares about what others think, while Charles is portrayed as someone who does not. Steinbeck then takes the reader inside the mind of Adam. He explains that Adam's conscience bridged him to his brother and did his pain for him the way at other times he had done his homework. This metaphor explains that good is in Adam, and because Adam is trying to defend his brother's terrible actions towards him as something so small like homework, instead of viewing it as his brother almost trying to kill him, Adam still tries to see the good in Charles. By the end of the passage, it is evident and obvious that Adam is inherently good in this passage and Charles is inherently evil.